It's September 20th, 2011, and I was goofing around with some leopard spot cane, and we'll review this when I'm happy when I'm happier with the blend than I am now. I'm gonna have to do it with more of the light colored blend going through. But anyway, I have tutorials on my side about leopard, and every time I make a cane it comes out different. But anyway, what I ended up with was something that I felt that would be nice as a tube bead. And this is a tube bead, and see the seam along there? That's where it seams. Can't get away from it. So those are the tube beads, and these are, let's see, 1 inch and a quarter, maybe. And you can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on a big bamboo skewer. So I just wanted to show you really quickly how I make these tube beads, because it's not always obvious. And I'm always looking for I'm sort of mashing the edges here. I'm always looking for like the easiest way of doing something, and then I show you. So I'd sliced off a bit of the cane, boink, slice. And then, let's say, so I sort of eyeball it. Is that half? Is that half? Yeah, that looks like half. Well, close enough for government work. So I take the half slice, mash the edges a bit, adjust the edges so one isn't like pointed from the cut and the other is curved from the cane. And then this is not the finished size of the tube. This is just what I'm going to be using to form the bead. And my son always walks in when I'm in the middle of taping. Hi, honey.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Speak humanity now.
My radical son. So you see how I'm just like I'm wrapping the slice around this skinnier tube, and I'm not gonna mash it down and form it too hard, because I'm gonna have to get it off. Now it's pretty much stuck on there. So what I have to do is I have to like grab it. I gotta grab it this way, and I turn the skewer so I can get it free. Now comes the fiddly part. I have a seam that's going down the tube bead. So, and you have to fiddle around with the seam, flatten it out. And this is a clay shaper, and this is I don't know what size it is. It's like the paint's worn off of it. And I'm making sure that I'm not pressing it so hard as to close up. And what you can do is you can stick the preliminary skewer in there. And just don't have a real heavy touch on this. Okay. Always twist the skewer to get it out. Okay. The ends might be a little uneven, so you use the edge of the clay shaper to flatten out the ends, and then you go in with this is a 0 size, and you open it up a little bit. Do it again. And And if you have like more clay on one side of the tube than the other, this is when you can even them out. Okay, so now this is going to go on a larger. See, this is the one we shaped it on, smaller. This is the one we're going to put it on, larger. Okay, so stick the larger tube into the tube bead, pull it out. You only want to go halfway through. Then you turn it around and you do it to the other side. I find that if you do it that way, you don't get a whole lot of distortion. And so then you just put it on up with the other beads, and there you go. And you can, you know, when it's at this point, you can just sort of like fart around with it, because when you, after you cure this and then you wet sand it and you give it a finish, you're going to be like turning them on the skewer to get them loose after they've been heated up again. But look at the other videos on how to wet sand and how to take the beads off the skewers. So anyway, that's how you do tube beads. And so there's every place that you see the light colored clay, that's the beginning of a new bead. So that's the beginning of a new bead, that's the beginning of a new bead, that's the beginning of a new bead. But when you get them all together, and this is what's trippy, okay, you know, when they get together like that, let's say if we had like 3 strands or something, looking trippy, leopard spot trippy, oh yeah. Okay, so that's just a little quick overview on how to make a tube bead the easy breezy way, aka the lazy girl way.